2, 1. All right, a couple more.
Oh, what I say?
Oh,
Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to this next episode of Let It Rip. I just want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Respawn, who makes these dope chairs. This is what we play in every day, for scrims matches and everything, and at home too when we're streaming. So yeah, shout out to them for making these great chairs and being part of the show. But let's just jump into the show. Let's dive in. Obviously, the thing on everyone's mind is our last match. Unfortunately, our season ended with that match against the Justice. We weren't able to take it in the end. It did feel good that we put up such a strong fight, and we were really close to taking it. We all know if we had just played a little bit better, we would have won the match. It was that close. It wasn't like we were outclassed or that we couldn't compete. But we'll talk about that more as we get into the episode. Today, it's gonna be me, Junk, and Happy on the show. We'll get all their perspectives, talk about this last match, talk about the season overall, and also look forward to the future and talk about what we're gonna be doing to rebuild for next year. Stay tuned. We'll also be giving a sneak peek of these Deadlock Tier boxes. You can see them right here, and we'll talk about that later in the show. It's time now to start our first segment, which is Eyes on the Prize, presented by Zenny Gaming. Welcome everyone to Eyes on the Prize, presented by Zenny Gaming. Thanks to Zenny for always keeping us sharp, keeping us on our toes. You can go to zenny.com/outlaws to get your own pair of Zenny blue light blocking glasses. Great for gaming. So Junk, welcome to the segment. Welcome to the show. How's your Labor Day? How have you been in the last few days? I know it's never a good feeling. What do you do to cope? You're talking about YouTube videos, Hearthstone. What do you do to distract yourself from the pain?
I spent the whole day looking up stuff to do.
Yeah.
And then I actually end up not doing anything. So I'll just look up different games, just go to different websites to see if there's anything to do, and end up actually not doing anything.
Yeah, that's pretty relatable. That's how it goes. You always looking for something to watch, never just watching something. Yeah, I know how it is. But let's jump right into the show. Let's get into the hard-hitting questions that people come to the show for. Yeah. So the first question I want to ask you, Junk, is about championship mindset. What does that mean to you now, and how do you think about it in this moment of losing, not making it where we wanted to make it?
Championship mindset, the mindset that each player, that each team has going into a game, thinking that they play like the best team and things like that. And then they practice like they've been the best team. So
I also wanted to ask you about training in general. How do you interact with the players to bring that extra value? I mean, I know the answer to this question. You're gonna be shy about it, but I know what I think.
What's your answer?
I mean, my answer for you would be with all the one-on-ones you do with the players, going over all their little decisions, how they can think more about their role, how they should conceptualize their job in the team. I feel like that is something that you did that kind of made me realize, wow, a coach actually can add that much value to a team. So what do you think off-season wise the team should be thinking about, whether it's on a player basis, on a big macro basis? What type of concrete action do we take in the off-season to maximize our performance for the future?
So this off-season will be a very special, different off-season because there is gonna be a new game coming out next year, right? Mm-hmm. So it is gonna be Overwatch 2. How much time are we gonna have to actually touch the game and play the game? It'll be difficult to have that grinding mindset for this season, right? When the game that we'll be playing is not out. So
I mean, I also have a different perspective on this because for me, I already had that off-season. That was last year for me. But for me, it ended up being a really positive thing because in taking a year to cast where I kept playing the game, but it's not grinding the way you do when you're scrimming and playing all day as a pro. Maybe it could be a positive, I think, for some players if they can approach it in the right way. So what do you think about motivation? How do you motivate players going into the matches? Thinking macro scale about the season, about being a professional player and being a team.
Maybe it's like this for a lot of sports too. Mm-hmm. But I think the only thing that can drive us forward after such a hard loss or long grind and things like that is probably obsession. Mm-hmm. And you have to be motivated individually.
Yeah.
There has to be something that drives you forward, and it has to be something that's stronger than not just like money or
You have to want more than that.
yeah, it has to be some kind of almost like unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's almost unhealthy.
Yeah, I think there's like a line where it's like you kind of want to get really close to that line of like, is it too much? But you want to be right on that line. And I think I liked what you said, prepare and practice to have no regrets. That perspective of like making sure you have no regrets was like the perfect perspective to motivate, at least for me, because I felt that even after the loss, it was like, well, I can say for sure that like, I didn't feel like, oh, I should have practiced more. I had those regrets. Like, no, I did those things with the mindset of preventing a regret. And I think that for me was a very motivational idea of like preparing such that you have no regret. And I think that's something I'll kind of keep with me, I think, for the future is for something really important. It's like your preparation has to be about, you know, no regret preparation.
I hope everybody sees how good these players are now. I hope we were able to show at least a hint of what these players are or were capable of achieving. There were times where they peaked so high, and so I hope everybody in the world sees that in our players and how good they are now.
All right, Junk. Well, thank you. And before we go, is there any message you want to say, you know, to the fans before we close out the segment?
Even me personally, I am thankful for everyone who actually really cheered for us. You guys are the ones who make any of this possible. The players did try their best. Players played their best. So I hope you guys keep supporting our players, being our players.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Rapid Fire presented by HEB. On this segment, welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, no problem. How's your last few days been? What have you been doing?
Yeah, I tried to play other games, but in the end, I could see me playing Overwatch again.
Yeah. That's the thing. You stay away and then you just can't, you need to play again. First off, I want to announce or remind the fans that HEB just recently launched a $5 home delivery service. It's really convenient. I know we order groceries a lot to our house. It's pretty nice. You don't have to do anything. You just order it online, shows up at your door, put that away. So easy. Makes life so much simpler, especially when we're like practicing all day. It's perfect. So today, most of the questions, Happy, are going to be about sort of life in the USA versus life in Korea, like differences or what you thought. So first off, what's your favorite like food that we got when we're playing? Like all the different food we had in Houston and like delivery and everything. What was your favorite?
It should be Korean one, but I have to say maybe other one. Maybe Whataburger?
Yeah, okay, Whataburger's a classic. And what about from HEB, like when you're getting groceries? I know sometimes we cook and make some good food. What's your favorite thing to get from HEB?
HEB is also good, everything, but the beef most.
Oh, yeah.
It's really fresh. Yeah, so I ate for like 1 week.
Oh, I remember you guys steak every day.
Yeah.
All right, so next question. Have you ever driven in the United States? And if not, would you want to? You want to try? Like, I know you say you like driving, but I don't think you drove this year, right?
I had to get license from Korea, but I didn't have time, so I wanted to drive here, but it's unlucky.
Yeah, I was your chauffeur all year. I don't mind. Easy. Next question is a challenge question for you. Can you name 3 country music singers?
What is country music?
It's like, oh god, I don't even know if I know 3 country music singers. Like guys wear like a cowboy hat, that type of music. Okay, this question's a fail. Skip. What about like in Korea? Like, do you have favorite artists, like music you like to listen to from Korean like or bands?
If I have to choose one, Hyn, Hynn. There's a Korean singer. Yeah, I like her.
So overall, like living in USA versus living in Korea, what's like the biggest difference you notice? There's probably so many differences, but is there anything that is like big?
So many difference, but I want to say food thing. In Korea, there has to be soup always, every meal, but here there's no soup, so I'm not used to take a meal without the soup.
Next question is, do you know the official nickname of Texas?
Oh, I don't know.
It's called the Lone Star State.
Lone
No,
Star.
I've never heard.
Never heard? Okay, well now you know. You spent this year in the Lone Star State. So in the future, like when long time when you're an old man, you know, and you're not esports player anymore, would you ever want to live in the United States? I feel like you wouldn't. I feel like you just live in Korea, right?
Maybe in the future,
Yeah.
old happy will like that, I think.
Yeah, maybe come live in San Diego with me. Live by the beach. It's nice. It's really pretty.
Said to you before, like I can feel peace.
Mm.
Yeah, I like here a lot.
One of the nice things about the United States, I think, is like it's really open. There's like lots of natural space and like trees, and maybe in like Korea it's more cities, more urban.
Yeah. Also, I can drive easier,
Yeah.
so I can enjoy driving.
Yeah, driving in cities is scary. Like,
Really, really scary. 진짜 무섭다. But before we go, Happy, I wanted to ask, do you have any like message to the fans? Anything you want to say?
Thanks for supporting us, and even though we didn't get good result, we'll be back stronger next season. So keep supporting us, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Happy. And that's all for Rapid Fire presented by HEB. Thanks again to HEB for making this segment possible, for bringing Happy on the show. And thank you, Happy, for coming on and answering all these funny questions about cultural differences.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it was great on this episode to talk with Junk and Happy, get their perspectives, see how they're feeling and how they're looking forward to the future, especially. That's, I think, the most important thing in a scenario like this. But before we close the show, I do want to talk about one very special thing, which is these boxes right here. These are for our Deadlock Tier members, which is like our elite tier of fan club. And we got them all special exclusive merch boxes only for the Deadlock Tier. So on the show today, I wanted to talk about, what's in the box, what you can expect to get, and also one little fun fact. To add a little personal touch to these, it's actually the players and staff ourselves who pack these and sign the box. So if you're in the Deadlock Tier, you get a box, you'll have a message from a player or coach waiting for you on the inside. But let's just do the unboxing. Let's see what's inside. Even the box itself is like all branded and has like a great look and feel to it. So I think that really adds a lot to it. Right on the top, you've got this card. Maybe we won't spoil the card. Maybe that's like a special Deadlock Tier members. They'll see the message in there. But you'll have to join the Deadlock Tier to find out. Well, actually, before we dive into all the contents, we can also talk about, all the little touches and details on the outside of the box. Got the We the Lawless, where nothing is black and white, and this little message about founding members only for the Deadlock Tier. We the Lawless again. I think it's like a really cool brand as like kind of like an offshoot of the Outlaws brand for the Deadlock Tier. I think this box is kind of like the final piece of that puzzle, I guess, for people in the Deadlock Tier. The final thank you for your support throughout the whole season. Right off the top, we've got this Deadlock Tier membership card right here in like carbon fiber. We've got a nice little sticker sheet, a classic. I got one of these for myself. I like to collect stickers on my suitcase for when I travel, so I'll definitely be rocking some of these on that. And we've also got 2 collectible pins, different styles, both Deadlock Tier pins, showing off your support for the team, and both of these exclusive and collectible. Up next, we've got the big boy stuff. Let me stand up and check this thing out. We've got this exclusive Deadlock Tier hoodie. I actually am really digging this Deadlock Tier branding. This is like the first time I've seen it personally is today, packing up the boxes and checking it all out, but it has a great look and a great feel too. This is like perfect for chilling, watching the Overwatch League, on your couch in your living room. This is the vibe for that feel. We've also got one of our new T-shirts from the new merch line, which I really like. It's got the Houston and then the Outlaws in Korean written behind it. So that's the Deadlock Tier box. So for you fans who are our biggest supporters in the Deadlock Tier, you'll be getting one of these, custom packed by one of our players or staff. and it'll be all signed and have all this unique stuff inside for you. So yeah, and you know, a special message to all the Deadlock Tier members. Really thank you for this whole season of supporting us. It's good times and bad, but you guys stuck with us through everything, and that does mean a lot to us to have your support.
Hey, Jake, breaking news, Deadlock Day.
Oh crap, I almost forgot. So for those in Deadlock Tier, we're having a special members only event September 29th, 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. We're gonna have a game night, meet and greet, all virtual, all online. So make sure if you're in that Deadlock Tier, you don't miss out on the event. It's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to it myself. So I'll see you there, Deadlock Tier members. So make sure to keep your eyes on your email account. Over the next few weeks, we'll be sending out your invites, getting you all that info direct to your inbox. Just make sure you're keeping an eye on it so you don't miss out on the invite. That's all we have for the show today. Thanks especially to our sponsors, HEB and Zenny Gaming, for making this show possible. We always love to give you our behind the scenes input on you know, what's going on with the team and how we're feeling, and that's what the show's all about. So thanks to the sponsors for making that a reality, making that possible. But without further ado, peace and love, and I'll see you next time.